All right, and hello everybody, I'm TheSweetBro27, and welcome to another Dokkan Battle video. We're here in the EZA event for the GOAT, the newest god of the game, Tech VB, or I guess Tech VEGITO Blue, the LR, not Tech VB, the shitty T-War. So, looking here, he is the superior form of doing the EZAs, the LRs, where you only have to beat it 10 times. All LRs are immune to his damage reduction, and if you just don't want to take a ton of damage, you bring a Realm of Gods team. So, this is the team that I have been rocking with personally, and we'll full out of this while we discuss what this VB is capable of. So, post EZA, his leader skill is Final Trump Card or Patara, category allies, 3 key and 170 to stats. You could honestly get away with that. Both of these, I mean, Final Trump Card is better than Patara currently, but just wait till like STR VEGITO or something. Well, I think STR VEGITO is actually on Final Trump Card. This is like a leader skill you could run that's not a 200%, just because of how powerful these units are. On his 18 key, or his 12 key, he stacks attack, raises defense for 1 turn, and causes colossal damage to the enemy. And then on his 18 key, he raises attack, greatly raises defense for 1 turn, and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. So he does stack for the first couple of times he attacks. He transforms, however, when does he transforms from turn 4, from the 4th turn from the start of battle. So you will only be able to get a couple stacks with this guy if you leave him on main rotation, which you probably won't want to do, and we'll see why here in a second. Looking at his passive skill, he gets 140 to stats at the start of turn. Key +4 when attacking. Launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack as the first or second attacker in a turn. So that's a 70% chance. Launches an additional super attack and a great chance of evading all enemies' attacks, including super attacks, as the third attacker in a turn. Plus an additional 100% defense when attacking, and then transforms when conditions are met. So, while yeah, you can keep him on rotation, he is just significantly weaker because he only has the 70% chance. Yeah, launches an additional that has a 70% chance. So it's a guaranteed additional, and then you have a 70% chance of it being a super. Or if you just put him into slot 3, it's a guaranteed super, which is a guaranteed stack. And then you're also having a 70% chance to evade, which is the same dodge chance as UI Goku. Very, very, very powerful. Looking at his links, he has Sand Warrior Race, Brainiacs, Power Bestowed by God, Over in a Flash, Fused Fighter, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. Very offensive looking. Yeah. He really only has... So, Fused Fighter, Brainiacs, those are the only defensive links he has. Over in a Flash, he's an Over in a Flash unit, that's good. 3 keys, 7% attack. I like Over in a Flash a lot, but better than Shocking Speed, I think. But most characters nowadays get Shocking Speed rather than Over in a Flash. Looking at the categories, he has Realm of Gods, Patara, Future Saga, Transformation Boost, Time Travelers, Kamehameha, Final Trump Card, Battle of Wits, Time Limit, Accelerated Battle, Battle of Fate, Power Beyond Super Saiyan, Fuse Fighters, and Superheroes. He just devastates everything. He is a tremendous run on all of these teams. He just boosts the power of everybody's box who has him. And since, this guy dropped during the 5-year anniversary, and we're now on the 8-year anniversary, it is extremely likely that you'll have at least a copy of this guy at 55%, especially if you summon on all the big anniversary banners like the Worldwide Download Celebration or the 8-year, 7-year, 6-year anniversary, stuff like that. This guy is normally featured on said banners like that, so it's very, very likely you have at least a copy of him. But we don't care about his base form, really, because after turn 4, we go into Sex Mode. And Sex Mode is VB. Fantastic OST for when he transforms, and his active skill OST. He gets... And that's something that they added with these EZAs as well. The new custom OSTs for their active skills, both of them are 2 of my favorite OSTs in the game. We need to do another Dokkan live stream where I rate more OSTs, because I haven't done that since... What was the last one I did? Was it Kale? No, it was Super Boo. Super Boo was the last one I did. But, I mean, Super Boo... What's come out since Super Boo? There's the new Trunks. There's the Super Saiyan 4s. There were the Golden Week units, I think. I don't think I did God Goku, Ma Junior, or the World Tournament Goku. So there's a lot of OSTs that I need to catch up on. Not to mention there's already like 200 plus that we still have to go through. And those were fun streams. So look forward to. I'll do one of those very soon. So when he transforms, obviously his leader skill stays the same. For his 12 key, he greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage. Then on his 18 key, he greatly raises defense for 3 turns. I did not realize he does that. That is awesome. And causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. Okay, so pretty much once he transforms, you'll want to keep him on main rotation, but I think his passive wants him in slot 3 again. Hold on. I'm not entirely familiar with what these guys do yet, so let's read over it. That's also a reason why I do these videos that I'm doing, is while I'm doing the EZA, I can read up and try to familiarize myself with how the character is now, so when I do a showcase, I'm not just asking questions like I have been doing in the past. So, on the very first turn he transforms, so from turn 4, he has a 100% chance to dodge for the first turn after transforming. That is broken as hell. So if Omega Shinron Red Zone, or not Red Zone, the Tanabata one is super attacking 12 times in slot 1, throw this bad boy in there. You can throw him where there's a billion super attacks and this guy will just take 0 damage. That is incredibly busted. I can't even believe that he has that. He gets 150 to stats at the start of turn, 5 key, and launches an additional super attack and a medium chance of launching an additional super attack. It's first or second attacker in the turn. Okay. So if he's in slot 1 or 2, he gets 5 key, he launches a guaranteed additional super, and then he has a 30% chance of launching another additional super attack. Okay. But then he gets 7 key, launches an additional super attack, and has a great chance of evading enemies' attacks, including super attacks, as the 3rd attacker in a turn. Okay. Okay, well, hold on. I'll reserve my thoughts until the very end. He gets an additional 1 key up to 5, and attack and defense plus 22 up to 88% with each attack performed. That's good. And then he launches an additional super attack when activating the active skill or key is 24. So he does have a little bit of conflict of interest because you want to keep him on main rotation so that he can get multiple. So like, because if you float him off, he would lose that 3 defense, right? Because if he's on turn 4 and you float him off, he wouldn't be on turn 5, he wouldn't be on turn 6, he would show back up on turn 7 and he would still have that because that's 3 turns. So never mind me. So maybe floating him isn't a conflict of interest. So you'll definitely want to float him off because you're getting 7 key instead of 5, so you're more likely to launch your 18 key. You get the guaranteed, and then you have a 70% chance to dodge rather than the guaranteed additional and a 30% chance to do another additional. So his damage output will be higher in slot 1 or 2, but he will be a better defensive-oriented unit in slot 3, and I think that's really the utility that we want for him. And of course, he does have an active skill, the Final Kamehameha. Greatly raises the attack temporarily and causes ultimate damage to the enemy, and it can be activated when facing one enemy whose HP is 50% or less, starting from the next attacking turn. So the turn after he transforms, essentially. So there's just so much. Oh my gosh, he actually gets VB in this on the final stage. That's a nice little touch. Okay. So this guy and the Gogeta are insane. They are going to be god killers. I am very proud of these EZAs. Now, something I wanted to talk about this during the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken video, but I think I forgot. But Dokkan does this thing recently. This started last year, I want to say. Where if 2 units EZA at the same time, that like dropped at the same time, or around the same time, they'll make one of them broken, and then the other one just a decent option. So like, the Zamasu and Goku Black tech unit. That LR is phenomenal. I would argue even today they're still pretty decent, not like top 10 material or anything by any means. But they still have a niche that you can use on that future team if you want to run Fusion Zamasu and whatever. But then you look at the other EZA that dropped, which was the STR Trunks and Mai, and that unit fucking sucks. Like, you can't even use them in Super Battle Road. They're just dog water. So, and even in this celebration, like, I would say Super Boo is, outside of the Sen Shinron event, Super Boo is significantly better than the Super Saiyan Vegito. Like, I wouldn't even say it's close. Did I die? Dude, why does this keep happening? This is so embarrassing. Okay, hold on. We'll dive back in. I'll take it off of auto and I'll focus on what I'm doing here. But then, like, in part 2, we had, you know, Kaioken, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku, who is just, like, the strongest EZA they've ever dropped, ever, in the history of the game. Next to Super Saiyan, or Spirit Bomb Absorbed Goku, who's, like, fine. Like, I don't think he is a bad character. I just don't think he is strong enough to do anything in today's meta. He is like a red zone character when we are moving past red zone, if that makes sense. Something that kind of happened, like, kind of looked like Tech Pan, for example. Tech Pan, she was a red zone killer. But then we got, like, the Metal Cooler Core, which is, it's still a red zone, but I would argue that that's a much harder fight than Broly. Well, it's a much harder fight until you get to, like, AGL Broly at the very end, in which case it becomes harder, but, like, getting to that point is way easier. I don't know. I've never brought Tech Pan into that event, so I'm just speaking from my ass, kind of. Let's see. Is that enough? Yeah, that's enough to get a super for you, and then... yeah, we'll do that. But, like, Tech Pan, you can't run her in, like, the Cell Max event, or the Red Roman Army Red Zone. I think she gets cooked by Red Zone Cell, the Red Zone Gammas, Red Zone Cell Max. I think she gets cooked by all of those. She was a 2022 character that was meant to stay in 2022. Now we have this EZA Super Spirit, or Spirit Bomb Absorbed Goku, who has, I mean, he's a Rainbow Orb Changer, that's great, if he's the strongest character on your team. And if he's the strongest character on your team and he's getting all these orbs, that's a problem. Because, I mean, because he's not better than Birdku. If you have Tech Birdku, you use Birdku 115 billion%. If I do this, can you get all of the... yes. Okay. Perfect. I think maybe what happened is that my UI Goku didn't dodge and we got hit by a super or something. UI dodge. There we go. Jesus. This guy's currently on my link leveling team. So whenever I do more Blue Kaioken Goku videos, he'll be able to do more effective chip damage. If you haven't seen the video I did with Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku against the Metal Cooler Core, by the way, go check that out. But I don't understand how they're going to power creep these characters. Because, I mean, these two... so Vegito Blue and Gogeta Blue are actually already in a little bit of trouble in the meta because of the new Omega Shinron that dropped for the Tanabata event. Because they are pretty weak defensively until they transform. So they rely on that 70% chance to dodge in slot 3, and you cannot dodge that Omega the first phase of the fight. And that is pretty problematic. And, like, I haven't seen... I mean, I may be wrong. I might just be looking in the wrong places. But I haven't even seen a run of that Omega Shinron event yet using one of these new EZAs. Because that first phase, they're just going to get cooked. And there are a lot of events or characters that I haven't even seen, like, try to be running there. Just because of how they're just a fraud at the start. And I wouldn't say these guys are frauds at the start, but the reason they're not a fraud at the start of a fight is because they have that dodge, and then that Omega takes that away, and then they're a problem. Like, you could probably run this VB in the Red Zone Broly fight, like, and get away with it. Because he's greatly raising his defense after he transforms. You can throw him into slot 1 and 2 instead of having him be a floater, because then that 70% chance to dodge is useless. And this is crazy too. Performs an additional super attack when key is 24 or when using the active skill. So if you have him in slot 1, okay. So he does, let's say you get him to 24 key and slot 1. So that's an 18 key, and then he launches a super, so that's a 12 key, and then he has a medium chance of launching another one. So let's just pretend you get that. That's 3 super attacks. Then all 3 of those could potentially trigger your hidden potential, so that's 4. And then because you did 24 key, that's 5. That's insane. So he can do 5 super attacks in 1 turn. That is nutty. I am so excited to use this guy. So let's not waste any more time, and let's get this boy EZ8. Where is he at? There we go. All right, guys. Yes. This man is about to cook. Oh, I'm so excited. So excited. I'll just use these. Yeah. And there we have it. I can add you to my link leveling team as soon as... What tech unit? No, you're... Oh, I already have you done. Oh, I forgot. Well, perfect. Wait, does that mean I have... Oops. Gogeta is link level 10 as well? I do! Awesome. All right, so look forward to some sort of a showcase very soon. But yeah, let me know down in the comments, how excited are you guys to use these new killers of Dokkan? But that will be all for this time. So I have been the Sweetbro27. I'm a variety Twitch streamer and an up-and-coming YouTuber trying to make it big in the world. I have a TikTok, a YouTube, and a Twitch, the links of which can all be found in the description of this video. And since you're down there, you might as well leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe and leave me a comment. Positive, negative, or indifferent. I would just love any sort of interaction I can get from you guys. But that will be all for this time. So as always, I have been the Sweetbro27, and I am signing off.